Hey, I'm Haley.
And I'm Jessie.
And you're listening to
Personality Hire, the podcast where you have experienced no interruption in content. However, Haley and I have not seen each other for almost 3 weeks because we pre-recorded a lot of stuff. And so now today it's the download. It's
the download.
It's just the download of what have we been doing? How have we been doing? Where have we been? Are we different? Have we changed? Some things never change.
Yeah, some things never change.
And also, you had to get a little bit personal space, didn't you?
I just was sitting so funny that I knew my shoe. I'm wearing a jelly shoe, and I knew it was going to squeak against the couch and make 2D noises. And I was like, you know what? Maybe not at the top of the app.
Not today.
Let's get a little comfy before I allow you my 2D shoe noises.
Oh, Aunt Haley, how are you?
You know what? In particular, this morning, I'm schwitzing.
Oh, she's hot. Yeah.
It's just so hot in Atlanta. And you know what? Better than the rain. Better than the rain.
I can't stand the rain against my window.
No, I really can't stand it. But other than that,
Pretty good. We both just went on little getaways. No.
Did I?
I thought you were on a getaway this past weekend. Were you not? Were you not at the beach?
No, I went to Justin's, which was fun. We went to Auburn to visit J-Dog's family. For Saturday.
But you guys are possibly taking a beach trip, which is why I was confused. I thought that this was the beach trip. Okay, understood.
My summer, that's one thing. My summer will not start until August, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm just...
Lucky for you, it's hot till October. So that's fine. No big deal. Okay, cool.
So
got it.
Have not gone anywhere. But you went to the beach.
I did. I
went to 2 beaches, 2 in a row. Kind of. I guess you didn't go to the beach the first time.
No. I went to I did go to the beach. I went to Florida. On a family vacation with my husband and my daughter, and it was lots of fun. I have some key takeaways. I've got a lot of key takeaways actually from this trip because we went to a new resorts in a part of Florida I'd never been to before. And so that was an adventure. Florida is an adventure in and of itself.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get in some of these beach communities. I liked it. It was near Sarasota, which, never been there, but I was vibing with it. One thing I want to hit that's important to me to mention about that area is that is where the Ringling Brothers are from, and they really drive that home. As
they should.
They really want you to know that if you're looking for a circus experience, you are going to find it there.
This is the greatest show.
Yeah, you're going to be able to find any sort of circus memorabilia. There's a lot of museums. So take and do with that what you want. But just know that that's a highlight.
That's so Florida too.
It is extremely Florida.
Where else would they start?
That's the exact thing I also said. I was like, of course.
Duh.
The circus.
It would only be better if it was Clearwater.
Of course,
that it started.
Oh my God, Clearwater. I'm sorry, but if you ain't never been there, if somebody tells you they're from Clearwater, Florida,
well, I just think of Scientology. That's the first thing. That's the only thing. Except we went to Clearwater, didn't we?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I loved that place. Except we did go to the boardwalk.
I did not love that place, and I'm sorry if you tell me this is. I
love the resort.
A hot take. Oh, the hotel was beautiful.
Okay,
but if I meet you and you tell me that you truly are from born and raised Clearwater, Florida, I'm gonna have a preconceived notion about you that you do weird shit. That's just gonna be what I think about you.
I'm not gonna know. If you say you're from Clearwater, I'm gonna go. My butthole is immediately going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go.
And I would like to also say, please don't clip this because I really am not prepared for the people to come at me about my Clearwater hate. So this is my formal.
And I
right. This is my formal. Please, you know what? Don't clip it. Thanks. But okay. The things that I did see outside of Sarasota, because we really didn't leave the little resort that we were at very much. We went on one nice boat ride and that was great. Saw a lot of expensive houses, but there's some things I want to tell you about the people that were at the hotel that are just important things I want to highlight. Number 1, I saw belly button rings. They're back. They're fully back, and I love it. Yeah. I support it. I love it. I never got mine pierced. I don't know if I feel like I don't think it just never appealed to me, but they're back and I'm loving it. Like all these young girls.
No, it's fully on back. I think
so good.
I started to notice it like last year.
Yeah.
And it was mostly with, people who were purposely trying to be a little edgy, you know what I mean? Trying to like, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be a full on trend.
Yeah.
And this year I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
I never got one because I have a crooked belly button.
Interesting.
My belly button is not in line with the rest of my body.
Oh,
like it's a little bit off kilter.
Center.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. I also
that would
thought
be crazy.
that my belly button was not something about it. Just never struck me as like this would look good on my belly button. You know,
some people have a good belly button for a belly button piercing. I have what my friend Brittany called growing up as a marshmallow. I don't know why we said that. Okay. She said you have a marshmallow, and my belly button looks like a baby's belly button. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, because they're so fresh and new, and the little umbilical cord had just fallen off, and like there's a certain look to it.
There's a certain look. It looks like it's not fully shapen yet. Okay. And it's also crooked, and then also I got my appendix taken out through my belly button, so I do have a scar. It's just like a lot right there.
I think that the thing about that though is that when you see someone that's rocking a belly button ring and it looks good, you have to know that all the stars aligned for them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you can't get it done if you don't feel like you have the perfect belly button. You should be able to rock it regardless. But if you see a girl in the wild and it looks good, you're like, you really, this was meant for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
like the stars aligned.
I think you feel called. If you feel called to do it, then you should go.
You
ahead
should
and
do it.
You
should absolutely do it.
That's something to do.
I think that was.
I would do it if I had the right belly button.
If we didn't have a marshmallow.
If I felt called, if I didn't have the crooked marshmallow with the appendicitis scar.
You might feel called to do it.
Yeah.
I also just want to hit that my belly button is just extremely high. And just very high up. So it would just look like I feel like if I had a piece of jewelry hanging from it, it would really call attention to the fact that like,
noticed that. But
well, my belly, it's just like the people would be like, why is it so high up? Why is your belly button closer to your neck than it is to your groin? You know?
Yes.
Anyway, the other thing I saw that I want to bring to the attention, also you're gonna have to remind me because I sent you I want to talk about these things.
I know what they are.
One other thing,
I'm eager.
I don't think I told you about this, was that I saw this girl who every day she sported the same look, and I was also very into it.
That's called personal style, baby.
Another young girl, every day to the pool. Do you think she wore a flip-flop? Absolutely not. Do you think she wore some sort of a sandal? Absolutely not. Do you think she wore something that was like a fashion forward, maybe a kitten heel? No. This girl, every day to the pool, wore a cute little string bikini and Uggs.
Okay, she's like giving Addison Rae.
She was giving Brat. She was giving Addison Rae. And I liked it though because she committed to it.
I like that she committed. I like that she has a personal style. I don't want to smell those Uggs.
I never even considered that would be.
Oh, that's the first thing. Like how hot and sweaty her feet must be.
They were the backless little mule mugs. So I don't know. But I mean.
I wear like slippers around the house. I wash my slippers once a week just because sometimes I'll be running around doing like dishes or whatever, folding laundry in them. And I'm like, I bet my feet are sweating in these. Yeah. These are supposed to be my piece, not my problem.
Not my stank.
Yeah. So I'm going to put them in the washer.
That's also just, that's very hygienic of you.
Well, I bet they.
This girl was not thinking that. She was thinking, I'm going to have a Brat moment. I'm going to have an Addison Rae moment. And I liked it.
But also go for the gold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She looked comfortable.
She made a decision. I like that.
Extremely comfortable. And so that was that. And there was something else that I wanted to, what else did I
Sophie
message
shorts?
you? Sophie shorts.
They're so back.
They're back, and I also wanted to say we've hit on this on a previous episode where I was naive to be like, somebody should bring them back, and you were like, Addison Rae already did. They're back. They're completely back. I saw also girl in the Uggs was wearing Sophie shorts.
Also, you know what? I was trying to remember why I personally did not like Sophie shorts, wearing them as much, and I remembered. I have thick thighs.
Mm-hmm.
So when you walk, I don't have a thigh gap. So my legs will ride the Sophie shorts because of their cotton looseness, they'll just ride up in the center.
Yeah.
So then I have like this weird triangle thing going, and
You have a front wedgie.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not like that. It's just the cloth gets caught up, and then they're uneven. It's not as if I have a front wedgie.
Well, not like a wedgie, but I do have vivid memories of me in high school having to like stop
and pull them down
and put my feet waist or width apart and then pull.
Yes.
And so,
So that's why I remembered
they weren't for you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I won't be probably, unless I wear them around the house.
Yeah.
But then what's the point? But those are so back.
Yeah, they're back. What else did I say?
Water slides, which I'm so excited to talk about.
Oh, water slides. And I think the other thing I said was lazy river.
Yes.
Because at this resort we were at, there was a lazy river, which was a main attraction. Yeah. The people were loving it. And I just wanted to say that I hadn't been in one as an adult, and they're still just not, some people loved them. Like my husband was in it. Like he absolutely loved it. And I just feel like,
you're only here for the zip line.
You're only here for the zip line.
That's Matt in
the lazy river. I just think it just goes too slow, and I can't help but like I want to kick my little feet. I want to keep
swim.
it moving.
I want to. Yeah.
It just was too slow. And so that's all I want to say about that. And maybe I want it like a lazy river that's not so lazy. Like maybe I want like a speed racer river. I'm not sure.
Or like a rockin' river.
A rockin' river.
Like a rapid river.
Ooh, raging river. I want a raging river.
That was the water park that I grew up with.
Okay.
Raging River's water park.
Sounds tubular.
It was tubular.
But I think that was the main thing that I wanted to hit about that. We had a good time.
I love that.
I wanted to go to the beach more than we did, but if you have small children, sometimes they don't like the beach, they don't like the sand, they don't like to be there, and they don't want to play mermaids with you there. So we just were rocking and rolling with it, but it was good. We had a really nice time. I'm happy we did it.
That's so fun.
10 out of 10 would recommend family vacation. I do really like a family vacation.
They're the best.
Yeah.
We, I have not gone on a trip yet or done anything of summer. Like I've gone to the pool twice.
Yeah.
Which has been fun. But I just bought my ticket to go see Callum and Karina.
So excited.
In LA.
In Los Angeles, which means that was great. That was on your bucket list.
Yep. And I did it.
That was on your summer bucket.
I did it. Oh, and I had Jell-O shots on Saturday.
I wanted to tell you, I knocked 2 things off my summer bucket list.
What did you do? You got on a boat?
3. I got on a boat. I made Jell-O shots the day after 4th of July. My friend Jen, who I've talked about in the past, and I've given her a nickname. It was Fadunk, but she's given me legal clearance that I can say her name.
Okay, good.
I'm allowed to say her name now.
Jen's a part of the podcast.
My friend Jen, she invited a bunch of people over with their children. I made the Jell-O shots, so we made the Jell-O shots, and also while I was at her house,
you did the worm.
I did the worm.
Okay, I didn't know that was the same day. But
it was the same
Jell-O
day.
shots and the worm together make more sense.
I did the worm. So I did the worm after several of those.
I love that.
And yeah, so I've gotten 3.
That's so fun.
And then you booked your ticket.
Yes, I booked my ticket. It was so painful. It was also painful because someone hit my car on Friday. Didn't love it. Didn't love that. Just because, one less thing would be nice. But it happened, and we have to live with that. So I realized Monday swung around, and I realized, oh my gosh, I have so many things I need to fix, I need to do. And I was getting so overwhelmed in my mind. And then I was like, Kellum and Karina had texted me, I think like 2 days prior, saying like, hey, when are you coming? And I kept giving them this like round of dates. And then I was like, Haley, if you don't do this, 1, you're a poopy friend, because you've been saying this for like literal a year that you would go.
Yeah.
And then 2, you're not going to have money no matter what. Like you're always going to be strapped right now. So just be a little bit more strapped. And I don't regret it. I did for a second. I went on Instagram and I was like, tell me your Frontier flights, your Spirit flights, experience. I need money. And I need to book this trip to LA. Immediately no. I got maybe 2 okay responses, and they weren't even like frequent flyers of those airlines. They had done it once because they had to, and they said, just put your head down, earphones in, and try to get an exit row. And I didn't like that answer.
Yeah.
Like from someone who said they had an okay experience, and you're saying, just headphones in, head down, exit row. On Spirit Airlines, no. I said Delta Loyal. Here we go.
No, that sounds...
And by the way, I grew up Southwest girly because St. Louis, Southwest flights. But the flights to LA from Atlanta, just, they ain't it. And I wanted a nonstop.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get there. So I am flying basic economy.
Thank you.
It was pricey. But you know what? You can't put a price tag on peace.
No.
You really can't.
I have never, and I'm not saying this to be like, I would never, but I've never had to like fight for a seat on an airplane. And I've heard that that's what you're doing on Spirit Airlines.
Oh,
It's
really?
like there's no assigned
Southwest
seating.
doesn't, which they are starting in January, but I've never had an issue my whole life with Southwest. Because you check in the morning before, or the day before, 24 hours before, and you get your boarding like lineup, and that's basically your seat.
It seems like the Wild West though on
It's
Spirit
not.
specifically.
Well, Spirit does, yeah.
Specifically seems like the wild West, and you're out there throwing bows to get on the airplane, and then once you're on it, if you're telling me I just have to like keep my head down and pretend like nothing's happening, I'm like, I can't.
We're in the air,
and it's like a 4-hour flight,
yes,
right?
Yeah, it's a 4-hour flight.
Yeah.
And I had one person say, I get it financially, I get it, but they were like, just get your free water and get your free snack, girl. Get your Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And you're right. You're right. Everyone who said that, you're so right. And
you're gonna have a screen.
I will be going to Delta. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Sorry, my dog.
Oh, mama. There you go. Good girl.
Okay, sorry guys.
Also, spoiler today. Not only do we have Mama Dog in the house, we also have Scooby Doo in the house.
Yep.
She's doing great. You never know it. You might hear a little bit of bebopping in the background, but it's summer. We're just doing the best we can.
I mean,
have to. There's no more camps.
We're doing the best we can with Spirit, with our spirits.
It's true.
And with Delta.
Right now,
Delta, if you want to run an ad with us, I would be so happy. I'll do a commercial with you. Let's do it.
I'll do anything.
Let's do it.
I'll hang off the side of the airplane.
I won't do that.
I'll Ringling Brother and Barnum and Bailey do whatever on the wing of the airplane.
I won't.
I will. Strap me in. Call David Blaine and fly me to Las Vegas with David Blaine on the side of an airplane.
Sounds
exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting. Well, I'm very excited for you that you're going to Los Angeles.
Yes, I'm excited. And then I got really excited because then the same day that I booked the flight, and I think sometimes this happens, it's happened to me a few times, where I get a check in the mail for an acting job. And I'm like, because you never know when they're coming. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I booked a commercial, which was really exciting for later this week. But I also have a table read. So now I'm paying another actress, by the way, with some money, not a ton of money, but I am paying her a whole exercise. She teaches yoga, and I'm paying her to get a sub for her class so she can be on standby in case my commercial goes over. And I just gotta say, justice for the struggling actors having to pay to do your own job. That's crazy.
But hopefully that won't be the case.
Well, I have to pay her no matter what.
Because she's on standby. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
But you know what?
I'm happy that
we got the ticket.
Well, you booked a commercial. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
It's exciting.
Good. I'm glad you did it. I agree. I think that sometimes, especially with money, the one thing that my mom always told me, and I've told you this a million times, but like I still have to say it to myself sometimes, is that when things go wrong, when things happen, even though you could be strapped, like money really comes and goes. And whether that means it's a ton of money coming in or it's a ton of money going out, as long as you stay the course, as long as you are steady with your jobs and things like that, you just have to know that like money will come. Money will come. It might not be a ton of money, but it will come and it will go.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about money.
Also, I believe you. I believe you, and I need to receive it. But I also think it's so hard to remember that. Well, but it's also so true.
Well, I mean, it's hard to remember it when you feel like you're constantly in the red. I totally get that. Yeah. Like when you feel like you're constantly in the red
for years,
it
my
takes,
whole life.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's annoying, but it's really cool that I finally booked the ticket. We're not flying Spirit, and I heard your cries, and I won't do it. I promise. I promise. I'll never do it.
We went, Scooby-Doo and I, we flew a couple times this past week, and I will say the Biscoff cookies, it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth the extra like $300. And actually, by the way, I think when it comes down to all the excessive fees that you have to pay, which that's again why I appreciate the transparency with Southwest. Mm-hmm. You get your flight ticket. Your ticket is your seat. You know, like there's no seat, but you'll get a seat, in a good one if you check in with 24 hours in advance, and then you get your bag for free. But on every other airline, it's like I have to pay for, like, I was like booking my ticket and I was like, oh my gosh, this is an upcharge for this one seat. And I didn't realize because I was trying to do basic economy, but there's an upgrade on everything, which I was like, that's kind of crazy. Do you not think that's wild?
Are you talking about Delta?
Yeah.
I guess I just don't. I mean, this is going to be whatever. I just don't pay attention. I'm like, well, I need to book this flight. I'm just going to book this flight.
Yeah.
So I just booked the flight, but I'm not saying that that's like a good way to be. I should probably be more competitive with my pricing, but I really sometimes
But honestly, again, you can't put a price tag on peace.
I really just do the Delta. I just book the
thing. And listen,
thing.
if I had the money, I would be paying for I would say, I don't care. I'm going to sit where I want to sit.
And then I go sit my happy
boutte and watch a film
in the Sky Club before I go.
That sounds like so good.
And Sky Club it up. Oh, you know what I just realized that I did last night? My mouth is feeling a little weird today. And I was wondering why, like my tongue was feeling weird, but I just had muscle memory of what I was doing last night. I was with a friend.
What were you doing?
I was whistling, like doing like that. Got some popsicles in the cellar if you want some. Like from Family Guy, Quagmire.
Wait, you know who that makes? That makes me think of Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, where he does that. It's that weird little tongue whistle.
Yeah.
But my mouth has been feeling weird, and I was doing that in abundance last night to be annoying because I'm annoying.
Because it's funny.
You know what? I also wanted to bring up with you, which I have been feeling this way a lot, and I was listening to Amy Poehler interview Cola Scola, and they had a great interview. Obviously, Cola Scola is so funny, but Amy Poehler brought up on the podcast that she has a friend who plays a game called Boring or Annoying, and where there's a person, you're talking about a person, and you're going to categorize them as either boring or annoying. And she was just talking about how regardless of whatever she thinks about herself, she would always rather be annoying than boring. Yeah. And I agree with that. Yeah. I would rather be annoying.
Have a personality.
I think too, like when I'm overly social, which I have been very social lately, the past month, I would say I've been more social just with family and friends, whatever. I always have that anxiety after, was I annoying? And it's that word annoying. It's always the word annoying. Oh my gosh, always. I have big time anxiety about that. And were they annoyed? Sometimes I definitely am like that. Am I too much? Whatever. But after hearing her talk about that, I'm like, you know what? If I had to have somebody say Jessie is like, if somebody was talking behind my back, I would rather them say she's annoying.
I'm a little sister. I'm so annoying.
I would much rather somebody talk bad about me bad and it be she's so annoying, other than being so like she's so boring.
Which you could never be. You could never be described as boring. I don't think I've ever had a moment with you where I'm like boring. Yeah, no. I also think that I leave social events and it's not am I annoying or am I boring? It's I have this fear of did I give them too much? 2, was I a butthead? Because sometimes when you're talking to someone, and now you see the discourse online more of this, but if you're like trying to relate to someone and then they're like, well, I was just trying to tell you something and now you just took over. And I'm like, oh, I was, like, no one's ever done that to me, but it's that feeling of, let me go through every conversation I had tonight when I was trying to relate to them or ask questions to them, was I a butthead? And that's what I do when I leave.
I feel the same way. I often also leave going, I was listening to their point or whatever their story they were telling me. And in order to relate to it or to add to it, did I commandeer it? Like, did I take it over?
And then,
but I always hope that they have to see that I wasn't trying to do that as so much as I was trying to make them feel like not alone or seen, or be like, make them more comfortable to tell me things, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, did I take over what you were trying to do and try to make it my own?
Yeah. No, that's my fear in going to a place. Or are they talking about all the things that I do online?
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing that I like forget that people who I'm going to see in the real world will also see me online.
Yeah.
And so when we post things about the podcast or my OOTDs, my styling stuff, or my acting stuff, like, I'm like, who is about to ask me about this?
Yeah.
Like, for example, this weekend, I think everybody was like, so why do you post what are those, the OOTDs? And I'm like,
You're like, I forgot that you have
don't
eyeballs.
worry about it. Yeah.
I forgot that you can perceive
And then I have to
me.
explain it.
Yeah. I really feel like, though, in terms of what I do on the World Wide Web, I think that that's kind of also where my anxiety comes from, of like annoying versus boring, and me being like, oh no, this is annoying. But I also feel, I guess something in me lately has been feeling like, I wonder if people, not that I care what people think, but I do wonder what people think. Do people think that I am trying to be like too, like I'm too young acting or something like that? Like,
but
when
what
I'm
does
trying
that even
to
mean?
well, just trying to like keep up with the youths by like doing silly stuff on the internet, or like posting silly TikToks, like whatever that might be. And not that I really care, but I do wonder the perception of that, just because I think that I've been very reminded of my like millennialness lately. And not that like millennials can't post on the internet, of course they can, but do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. And I'm gonna bring this point. So when I see someone doing something that is in the know, in the trend, on trend, whatever, like pop culture, I think, okay, they're just paying attention to what's going on right now. And then I also think if someone says you're being too young or acting too young people are supposed to be so happy. Like, they find the joy in things, kids do at least. What's wrong with trying to be fun and trying to have fun?
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think when people do that, it's because they're giving into the societal pressure of, you have to do life this X, Y, and Z way. And we've talked about this a million times on the podcast. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to shift and grow. You're allowed to change your mind about things. But I think there's an idea, and especially in the mom world, and I see this a lot with my mom friends, but you guys are all like looking at each other really intently. And I don't know if it's either like a Spider-Man thing, like we're all feeling the same thing and no one's going to admit it, and or we're all admitting it, and or like it's just a cluster of feelings. But there's some people that certainly believe that, like, you get to a certain age and now we're wearing Hill House Home only
nap dresses.
Yes, and we're wearing our Hermes sandals, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong with someone trying to be on trend either, because it's fun.
Well, I
hope I'm always like that.
I think though too, for some moms, from my opinion, is that when you are in the depths of being a mom, when you, especially I think if you have more than one child, when you are in the thick of it, it's really more about just wearing something that sometimes you're going to be practical, or that you can blend in, honestly, and that you can turn your brain off and that you can blend in a little bit, because I think it just really, I don't think all moms have the luxury of being able to say, I can find my own identity again right now. Like, it's sometimes it's easier to blend in with what is popular, because you don't have the time and you don't have the effort the brain, the whatever bandwidth to find out who you are again. Like, I genuinely think that I'm just now again coming back into like who I truly feel like I am. Year 5 of being a mom. Like, it's taken me 5 years to figure out how to be myself alongside being a mom. And so that's just really, it's so fucking hard.
No, I totally get that. I would say like most the moms I talk to about styling, the number one thing they say is that I want to find my personal style. Like, I had a personal style before becoming a mom. I can look back and say that I had one. What I am now is not that, so I need to find the new one, but I'm stuck in this place of I'm just doing what I think I need to be doing, but not really finding who I am, which again, you have to get to that place where you're ready to open that gate. And also, I'm so sorry. Keep touching my nose, my eyes. I'm so watery today. My nose is watering. My eyes are watering.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Be right back. Hold on one moment, pod. Aunt Haley's going to tell you something exciting.
Well, I'll tell you why my nose is running. Last night, I had to shoot an audition where I just had to cry a whole bunch. And then in the next scene, I also had to cry a whole bunch. So my eyes have been like on fire. And I cannot stop watering because I cried for like 2 straight hours. Not really. It was like an hour.
I had a feeling on Monday that I wanted to cry. Like I've been trying to cry more when I actually feel it. And
I hate forced crying.
Well, when I'm when I feel
hard.
sad or feel like crying will do me some sort of good, I've been trying to lean into that and actually do it. And I really wanted to cry on Monday. I just couldn't. And it was frustrating. Yeah. Like because I felt it.
Like it's right there. It's like when you have a word on the tip of your tongue and you know it and you can't say it. It's like that with crying. When it's like right there and you're like, I could do it. And you can't.
And I just needed that. I needed it to feel like it just, it was more annoying to have that kind of like lump in your throat feeling. And I'm like, no, I'm feeling like I want to cry. I need to cry. And I couldn't.
That happened to me on Friday when that man hit my car.
Oh, my
And I was
Lord.
on my way to go nanny. So I had to get in the car and not cry. And I had to get to nannying, explain what happened because I was like 15 minutes late because someone hit my car. And then they were asking me all these questions. And I started getting like in the weeds of like the badness of it because I was talking about it. And then I was like, I can't cry right now.
Yeah, I wish
I had to wait all day
to get to cry. Yeah.
And then I couldn't cry because then I was in a rush.
We should have, you know how we have like for nursing mothers, we have those rooms where they can go and they can, feed their babes. We need to have rooms, a crying room, a room where you can go and you can cry. And I feel like that would be great. I just feel like there's just like a little space. Maybe there's just like a box of tissues and a comfy chair. And
maybe like
a sound machine. So if you really need to boohoo, you can drown it out.
Like a laptop with different selections of soldiers coming home from war and seeing their kids and their dogs.
Reunion videos.
Yeah.
Cute.
Shaq commenting on things saying, yes, Instagram, I love this content.
Yes.
I want more of this content.
Just emo stuff.
Yes. Puppies, playing with horses, that kind of stuff. Also a laptop so you can get on Spotify and play a very sad song that always makes you cry.
I think this would be a good thing. It's a business. It's called The Sad Spot is what it is.
Okay.
And it's a business.
It could be your room.
And it's just going to be like we just rent little spaces, maybe in airports, things like that.
Oh, this would be a good place.
I read once, and I think I want to speak on this, that it is scientifically proven. I'm just going to pretend like it is. I read that when you're up in the air, there's something about being that high in the air that it does make you more emotional and more inclined to cry.
I bet.
Because of the altitude.
I bet the altitude, but also if you think about the bigness of what you're doing, like you're in this airplane above the sky and you're seeing how the world is so big and you're so small and you're just, you know what I mean? But like we're all, I don't know. I get like introspective on an airplane.
You get a little bit like we are.
That's when I used to delete my photos like on my phone and then I stopped doing it. Like I would go through my phone and I would be like, every time I'm on a plane, I have to go delete old photos or like screenshots, stuff like that.
Like cleaning it up.
Yeah. Cleaning out the camera roll. I can't do it anymore because I'll cry. Because of course I'm listening to music while I'm doing this. And I'm like, I'll cry.
So the sad spot is actually when you're 30,000 feet up in the air. That's the sad spot.
What if everybody cried on a plane? Then we would stop complaining about babies crying on a plane.
Oh my gosh. Because
we get it. We'd be like, yeah, duh.
I feel like going back to where if you feel called to get a belly button ring and you know that you've got a good belly button and it's going to look great. The same people that have good looking belly button rings, I bet are the same people that are pretty criers.
I was thinking about this last night when I was filming that audition.
The belly button ring to pretty crying pipeline?
Well, kind of.
Or just crying and like looking pretty while you cry. Yeah.
Because I obviously want to choose the most natural take, like the most real, most grounded, the one that I was locked in. I knew immediately when I shot the one that was most locked in. I was like, that's the one. And I was done. But I went back, and because I was filming this particular scene by myself, it's kind of like a monologue. Like I'm begging people to listen to me, and I'm like, this horrible thing has just happened. I recorded it all on one take, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, and I would just give myself a second in between and start from the top. That way I didn't have to keep on pressing, record and it taking me out of it. Anyway, when I went through, I was like, okay, the last one was definitely it. I was like, but let me just look through the other ones. And I was like, it was really hard not to want to use one of the ones where I wasn't as locked in because I didn't look as insane. Y'all, the way I cry, I look like a worm. I look like, that thing in Star Wars, the big worm character? Yeah. That's me when I cry.
Wait, Jabba the Hutt?
Jabba the Hutt.
Girl, like no.
Oh my God, I every take, I did this downward, and it was...
But it was real.
That's the sad part.
It was real.
That's the sad part.
There's no way in hell you look like Jabba the Hutt when you cry.
Girl, I'm going to enter a screenshot right here.
Also, would you rather look like Jabba the Hutt or like Kim Kardashian frozen face crying? I'd rather look like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, because that's real.
Well, because at least like I didn't do that to myself.
No.
Which in the audition I did do that to myself, which I thought about that too last night. Speaking of making yourself cry or wanting to cry, I try when I have auditions like that to think of like, what's the healthiest way to do this? But also being like that I'm still thinking the things that are happening in this scene. And I was just thinking about making yourself cry in general. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing that anyone could ever do, is sit in a room by themselves with lights and a camera set up, and I'm making myself cry. And I'm like, is this what influencers do when they have to make apologies? Like, do they put the lights and they're like,
I think is a good study though on how powerful your mind is and how you can really make yourself believe certain scenarios, and whether it's for good or bad, like your mind is so powerful that you can be in a room where you're doing audition with lights and make your mind in this state to where you can deliver this performance that looks so believable. And that's just a testament to your craft.
It's something. And I will say, I'm not going to lie. After I shoot any audition where I have to cry, my head will be pounding for the rest of the evening.
Oh, yes.
And then
but that means that was a good cry. You were crying.
It's because it was a lot. Like, yeah. I would watching yourself back crying and then having to cry again is also another thing that I never want to talk about. Also, the next scene where I needed a reader, so J-Dog came over and helped me with that, was a proposal scene. Oh. So I had to cry in that one as well, but except he was happy crying.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a different cry.
I don't cry when I'm happy normally. I mean, sometimes I do.
I'm more
of an empathetic crier. If you cry, I cry.
Like if something happy is happening, especially if it's a happy like performance thing happening. We talked about this, but like I will certainly cry.
Yes,
I cry when I'm
like an empathy cry.
But I also cry like when I look around and I'm recognizing I'm living a very special emotional moment. Like I will cry. I can turn it on immediately. Even thinking about right now, I could cry because when we were on vacation, there was a man playing the piano in the lobby, and Scooby-Doo was loving it, and she was dancing around, twirling this man, playing this like lounge jazz music. Like I could cry right now thinking about it because I was crying in the moment. And I cry a lot more now than I ever thought I would cry. I cry, man,
all the time.
I cry when I feel happy. I cry when I feel grateful.
I cry when I'm mad. That's the worst cry.
I'm a big mad. Oh my gosh.
I will cry before I'm not a yelling person. I do not think I really don't. And I don't mean to cry, by the way. I'm not using my tears as a weapon. And I do say, let's take a break. If I've got to cry and I'm mad about something and I'm like, don't speak on this yet. Give yourself a second.
Give yourself a minute.
But when I cry when I'm mad, but I don't yell because I don't raise my voice.
When I am really angry, and really and truly, if you want to be honest with me about it, if I'm going to get honest, it's because I'm hurt. When I'm really angry, it's mostly stem from somebody did something to hurt me. But that is also when the tears and the rage come out, and it's just Oh my gosh, blind rage, but it comes out in just
Pores.
angry tears.
Those are
angry.
No, I cry
Oh
at
my
everything.
gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Happy, sad. My favorite way to cry is when I'm laughing so hard that I cry. That
Yeah.
happens, like, I would say not enough.
It doesn't.
Times.
I was thinking the other day about how I haven't had like a good silly goofy belly laugh where, you know how when you and I have been in these moods before where it's like it does not matter
what we say.
Once we get on a roll of the laughing,
yeah.
it's just not going to stop. Like the laughing is not going to stop, and it's not even going to be funny to anyone else. No one is going to think what we think is funny in the moment is funny, but you and I, we cannot stop.
We can't stop.
We haven't done that in a long time.
We need to do that. We need to plan a silly goofy, just sit and, you know, when we do it is when we're like settled someplace.
Yeah.
It's
or
like either at your house, here, somewhere like that, or like somewhere.
My memories of it mostly are when we've been traveling and we're like
every time we travel
and we're just like out in the world in a new place and one thing sets us off and then we're done. It's just you're done. I love that.
That's the best.
And
I'm just giggling so hard right now thinking about it.
I love that. Oh gosh, take me back to Paradise City.
Oh,
I have a question.
Yeah.
How are you finding the new Justin Bieber album?
I love it.
Me too.
I love it. I think his vocals are insane. Absolutely insanity. Obviously right now, Daisy's is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Yukon. I love Go Baby. I love 405. I love Devotion.
Yeah.
There's one other song that I'm forgetting the title of, but it's the one that I was like, oh my gosh, you're singing, brother. Like it's
you're
just,
singing, brother.
I heard his vocals and I was like, whoa. I'm very excited for J Beeps.
Yeah, I think it's great. I love it too. I don't love, but this is just me. This is a personal thing. I don't like the interludes where they're like chit chatting. I've never loved that on an album though.
Take me out of the story.
Yeah, that's and like I think too the guy that he's
doing it.
I know it's not personal to the Biebs, but I just don't love that. You know, I just don't love that. Scooby Doo, please don't throw that ball again. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. If things are happening, you know, that's my baby. She's iconic. iPhone case, lip gloss on it. Yeah. And I know people were giving him crap because they were like, if somebody wrote me a song where he was that literal about iPhone, I'm like, no, he's truly, it's undeniable the woman he's talking about. I think people have really been like, people are like, oh no, this is actually about Selena, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's undeniable that the woman in that song is about Hailey Bieber.
Yeah.
iPhone case, lip gloss on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And I also like where he says, it's comedy. Just block it out, my baby. I'm like, it is comedy. If you get talked about, like, let's lean into that narrative that, like, if someone's talking about you boring versus annoying, it's comedy.
It's comedy. Also, one thing that I thought about too is when people, because I don't normally talk about people unless they're like, if we're going to bring up someone, the only reason I bring them up is because they're interesting or they're doing something interesting. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I don't talk about boring people. So if you've been, which also I'm not trying to talk about people in a bad way either. I'm not like, you know, but
you and I don't.
When we bring up people, we talk about the interesting thing.
You and I don't gossip, right? You and I are not like gossipy. I'm not saying that I don't have that in me. Sometimes I really do just want to have like a little, just like want to have like a chitty chat about like the people around me, but we don't gossip in the way where we're putting somebody down.
No,
we do talk about what other creative individuals are doing, and how that is just like in a very normal way, I think. But
also like for the most part, if we're talking about someone, we're talking about the interesting thing they're doing.
Yeah, right. Like a creative pursuit or something like that.
So I think it's interesting that, you know, people don't want to be talked about. I guess in a bad way, because I get it, because the reason I'm thinking about this is when I went through the breakup and we had like, you know, and so many people were talking about me and it really bothered me for a long time. And then I realized, I'm like, it's just because you guys think I'm interesting. And that's not cocky. Like, I'm not being cocky. You just think this situation is interesting, so you're talking about it. And when you think about it in that way, you realize, okay, well, tomorrow there's going to be yesterday's news. And you can get over it.
People who talk about people are small-minded people. Isn't that how it goes? What is it?
People who talk about people. Nope. I don't know. Something about small ideas.
Small,
big,
yeah.
big ideas.
I don't
Something
know.
like
but
that.
also like people talk about people because
They
that's
have
what else
big
is there
ideas,
to talk
and
about.
they're talking about their big ideas.
But it's the world. Just people are existing in the world. I don't,
Another hot take.
Another hot take. People talking about people.
What's that? Is that a song?
It's an original.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
I'm workshopping it.
I thought it was like a Bonnie Clyde.
I thought the podcast was the perfect place to workshop my new single, People Talking About People.
Played to the background of one of Justin Bieber's interludes of him talking to his producer about something random, like, you want to smoke this Black and Mild?
Well, it was Drewski. I had to look it up because I was like, what is happening on all these interludes? Who is this man? And it's Drewski, who I think is a comedian / performer.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually from Atlanta. Anyway, I was just like, who is this man? I think that way you just said it was really good. It just takes me out of the story of the songs.
And also, I find it interesting in which order artists place their songs.
Yes.
So I like to, when I first listen to an album, listen top to bottom.
Yeah, right. You know who's really good at that is Casey Musgraves. I feel like all of her albums truly are like chapter books, like chapters of
you feel
of
like
one
you're going
book.
through it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, samesies.
I love a story.
I love a story. I love a story book.
By the way, J-Dog and I have been watching these 2 shows. Just finished one last night. The other one's finished. They're superhero shows, so buckle up. Fallout on Amazon Prime. So good.
Did it have Walton Goggins in it?
It sure the frick does. Our boy Walt.
He looked crazy in it.
He looks insane.
He looked like he got burnt to a crisp.
I know, but if you watch the beginning of it, he looks fly as heck.
Oh, okay.
So you get a little eye candy with Walton Goggins in the beginning, but then, he does look burnt to a crisp. But then there's also Peacemaker on HBO. We're watching that, but that's a DC. It's John Cena.
Oh,
yeah, he's so good in it. I'm so proud of him.
Mr.
He did a great
Cena.
job. It's an ensemble cast. I guess John Cena is the lead, but you know what I mean. Everybody's excellent. I'm having so much fun. Actually, it finished last night, so the fun will start once season 2 starts, and they do have a season 2. And Fallout will have a season 2 and a season 3. They're greenlit for their season 3.
Oh my! Well, good. Burnt to a crisp. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. It's such a good show.
I'm not watching anything, but that mention of John Cena. Obviously, I go to The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Obviously, and again, bringing up my friend Jen, just because I was with her recently, her kid brought up something that I don't think that you and I have ever talked about Papa Tui Poppy, which is The Rock's skincare line, and you can be found at Target. I love it. We love it. I love it. Why? How do I know if the shampoo is good if Dwayne The Rock Johnson doesn't have hair?
We said that the first time we brought this
I
up.
forgot, and now I'm just still having a mental block about it. I'm like, how?
We talked about it sitting on a tuffet. I remember where I was sitting.
I need to talk about it again. I need to talk about it again. Like, how does he? Okay, but I guess this is what I need to talk about.
Okay.
Let me get down to the real root of the issue. If you are a man without hair, if you are a bald individual,
use shampoo?
Like, do you need to clean your scalp?
Yes.
So you use shampoo, but that's
or
the
could
craziest.
You just use a bar soap.
Sure. Like, I'm like, what do you use on your noodle? Like, do you use shampoo because you need to clean your scalp? How do you clean your hair? Do you just use body wash, or do you use a shampoo? Do you condition your scalp?
I bet you don't condition it.
I don't know. I
feel like
the skin on your scalp, but the skin on your scalp might be different because you still have hair follicles on there, even though there's not hair. Like, what if you want a nice, shiny, smooth look?
Then you put lotion on it?
I don't know.
I would, because you have to put sunblock on it.
The idea, I'm sorry,
know.
this is funny to me. The idea of a bald individual
Having a shampoo line.
Lathering their hair with shampoo is just, do you do that?
Well, I mean, soap.
But I want to know specifically if a bald person goes and gets Head and Shoulders, like whatever.
Do you know any bald people?
I honestly, I know people that are going to be bald soon. I know people that will be bald soon.
So stay tuned.
Not naming any names.
It might be me. I'm gonna pull my hair out. Like I'm gonna shave my head. Like we're having a time.
But I won't be
That's
able to
hilarious.
ask for at least a year. And also, but I'll let you know when I figure that part out.
That's my baby.
He's iconic. 2 little hairs.
Shampoo on it. Oh my God.
All my days. It's comedy. Just block it out, my baby.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know the answer to that. We'll find out in a year.
In a year.
Or next week if I have to shave my head for any reason. For mental reasons.
For girl interrupted reasons.
Yeah, for girl interrupted reasons.
Just we'll get back to you.
Just girly things.
Do you have anything else that you need to say?
I know I did. I feel like when we sit down here, sometimes my brain
Just
goes
flies out of
blank.
your head. Yeah.
Yes, no, my brain is gone. I know I had something. Let me go through the dice. Oh, I wanted to go back to water slides.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, when was the last time you were on a water slide?
Not since I'm gonna say 8 years old. They freak me out because I don't like the idea that I'm wet in a bathing suit, not have any clothes or protection on my body, and I'm gonna slide down the slippery thing. What if there is something dangerous on it? It's gonna slice my body open. Like that freaks me out. And you're
What
in a
about
bathing
in a
suit?
tube?
No,
Going down in a tube.
I don't like them.
Oh, I love them.
I think that it just.
I just don't like the bottom. That's what keeps me from going from the top. The bottom where you have to get out and the water's warm and you could see a loose Band-Aid. There's nothing worse to me than a loose Band-Aid in a pool or in a body of water.
What's even worse to me is that when you get at the bottom of the water slide, and sometimes this has happened to me several times, your bathing suit bottoms are around your ankles because something happened.
No, because that's a rookie move. You have to make sure that you're always on bottom alert.
I don't know. Get into it. It happens to me all the time. And my bathing suit bottoms, they'd be flying off when I was 8. Yeah. Also, my bathing suit bottoms on vacation, again, came off because we were in the lazy river and Scooby-Doo was trying to beat me in a foot race in the lazy river and thought it'd be a good idea to pants me in the lazy river to get ahead. And it worked. I didn't like it, but it worked.
That's one thing if you ever do to me.
I will never pants you. I will never do that to you.
You'll be
promise.
bald in a year.
I'll
promise.
promise.
I will shave you in your sleep from now until a year
I will
from
never
now.
snap your bra strap. I will never pants you. I'll never do anything like that to you.
I'll never do that to you either.
I don't know why we would ever have a reason to do it, but I would never do that to you. If someone thinks that this time now, this juncture in 2025, it's okay to do those things as an adult, people don't do that anymore. People don't do that, right?
I think people pants people. It's usually men. I haven't seen
That's
it in
psychotic.
a long time, but I feel like that's a thing. And I'm like, I don't want to see that.
That's psychotic.
Also, that is so vulnerable. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't think I have seen it in a long time. I'm trying to think, but I just feel like it does happen.
I just have to live my life like it doesn't happen. The other thing that I think about water parks.
What if a stranger did that to you?
Pantsed me?
Yeah. What if you were at the grocery store and a stranger did that? You know what I would do? Pee.
I would turn around and I would
pee as my only defense.
Pop
I'd
them.
start peeing and I'd say, "Look what you've done."
If a stranger put their hands on me, my first instinct is to put my hands back on them.
Yeah.
And that's just my first instinct because I actually have had strangers put their hands on me before.
People are bold, by the way, with spatial awareness.
I had a full-grown man punch me in the face when I worked the door at the Tabernacle, and my first thought to do was to punch him back, and I did. And then the cops came and tackled him to the ground and they took care of business. But like, that's just, and if you're going to pants me, also, if I'm wearing pants that you can pants me in public in, I need to get a different pair of pants.
Well, sometimes I'm wearing, like these pants. These have an elastic waistband.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But also someone did that to me. I hope that they would receive a prison sentence.
I think that
I think that's the only appropriate thing.
And then after that happened to me and I would get pantsed and then I would have to pop somebody, then I'd have to go to the sad spot because then I definitely I'm going to anger cry.
I'd also be flying to Bora Bora because no one can see me like this, and I need the news to die down that I was just pantsed in a Publix.
I was pantsed in a Publix. I was pantsed in a grocery store. I'd have to go to the sad spot. I'd have to cry about it.
I think it's going to happen at a grocery store. I think it's because the other day I was at an Aldi.
Never been in one of those. What's the vibe?
Every time I go, it's fine because it's like, but it is kind of like one of those situations where it's like, it feels like when you look at the produce, it's like, it's good produce, by the way. It's probably better than Publix and Kroger, but I'm like, okay, every man for themselves. You got to check for this sort of thing. It's not like the shelving you'd imagine. That's it. But it's fine.
Is it kind of one of those concepts where
It's a German store.
Is it kind of no frills so they can cut cost on things? Okay, yes. Got it.
And let me tell you, I got all of my soup stuff. I made a big vegetable and like I have steak, like stew pieces and chicken in it. Very good bone broth, all that stuff. $50 for all of it and for all my groceries for like the next week and a half.
That is a deal in this economy.
Yeah. And so that's why I went. But I had so many people like brush right by me and come right by me. And some of it was like, okay, maybe this is a culture thing because we live in Atlanta and everybody lives here, which is an amazing thing. But there are a lot of people of different cultures. So when someone of a different culture brushes by me like that and invades my space, I'm like, you know what? I have more patience in my mind because obviously I'm not going to do anything out loud anyway. But if it is someone who looks like they are from the Midwest or something and they brush by me and they're like, also, my pants made a weird noise.
They're trying to get at the tomato that you were maybe looking at.
Yes, but they're all up in my grill. Yeah. I'm like I get panicky in my head.
Do you ever say anything to people when that happens?
I go, oh, sorry, excuse me, to see if they, which I shouldn't say that. But I go, oh, sorry, excuse me. And they go, And I'm like, oh, no, you actually, Sometimes there was one time that a man kept doing it in the store. It was the same man. But again, you kind of move to the groove, like, there's a flow to a grocery store. So we happened to be around the same time and he kept doing that. So finally I just put my elbow out and I hit him with it. Like preemptively, like he was coming in to hit me and I just did that. And he goes, oh, sorry. And he just had AirPods in and he wasn't paying attention.
I have straight up told people in scenarios like that.
And he thought he hit me, by the way. I put my elbow up that time.
Yeah. I've straight up said to people, you need to wait your turn.
Oh.
Because it's
very true.
You're waiting and like this. There is a flow to this. I'm sorry, but that is just common decorum in public. Like there is a flow to this. You're not going to reach over me. You're certainly not going to touch me. You're not going to pants me. You're going to wait your turn. Like you've got to wait your turn. People that I've tried to like get push their cart into like the back of my ankles while we're waiting in line. I'm like, you need to wait. You actually need to. I need to take 2 steps back.
And they're waiting in line. I never understand that because I'm like, you're going to be waiting no matter what. If you shank my ankles right now, it's not going to make the cashier, the machine go faster or the belt or the bagged groceries. Like nothing's going to go faster. So you're only going to make me mad. And you don't want to make me mad because I'll pants you in a Publix. Just kidding. I won't do that.
She'll never do that.
I'll never do that. I don't want to see that.
She doesn't want to see that. She doesn't want to smell that.
That's going to hurt me.
She doesn't want to
hurt me.
She doesn't want to hurt herself. She doesn't want to
sad room for that.
Smell that. She's not going to do that.
At the airport.
I might do it though, because I think I'm meaner than Haley, but it just comes from a place of, oh my gosh, I saw that somebody said on the internet that if you have a really strong sense of justice in women, that it could be an autism indicator. And I've never been tested for autism.
I don't think you have autism.
I don't know.
I don't think you have autism.
How do I know? I've never been tested. I think you're a big
sister. And I think, so does my brother have autism? Because he is.
Maybe. Has he been tested?
You and Tom both are justice warriors in that way.
I really am. I just like
I think it's an older sibling thing.
It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Respect.
See? Older sibling.
Yes, Instagram. I would like to see more of this content.
DJ Shaq.
DJ Diesel. And with that,
that's all we got. We got kids, we got dogs running around here. We're gonna pants you in Publix, and then we're gonna attend the sad room.
The
because
sad
we need
spot.
to go, and I'm gonna shave my head
And I'm gonna put shampoo on it.
to see if we could really pop it to you, Poppy.
Please rate, review, subscribe. Please pass this episode on to a friend. Please leave us a little star review, a 5-star review on Spotify. That'd be great. I think we're at like 35 right now, which is great, but I would love to be at 50. Like that'd be amazing. So if you could leave us a 5-star review, that'd be so toy.
Sick.
And
if you could secure your Band-Aids before going down the water slide, that would be
great.
Excellent. We love you so much.
We'll see
Janine,
you.
take us home, sis.